Lupita Nyong'o knows how to survive those aliens in A Quiet Place Day one of a few new summer movies I'll be reviewing this week on CJ at the Movies, along with some new films directed by Kevin Costner and Yorgos Lanthimos, and some new films starring Emma Stone, Sean Penn, and Nicole Kidman. I'm Christopher Zweig. Let's take a look. This is the prequel to the popular horror franchise about sightless aliens with sensitive hearing which invade Earth and attack anyone who makes noise, which is why groups of people must be silent in order to survive. This one takes place in New York City the day they land, with Lupita Nyong'o playing a terminally ill cancer patient who finds herself in the city and in grave danger. She and her cat come across another survivor, an English law student played by Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things. She needs to go to Harlem to get whatever pizza is left at her childhood joint, while he needs to survive with her. A Quiet Place Day One is co-written and produced by franchise director John Krasinski, while the new director is Michael Sarnowski, who made the brilliant Nicolas Cage movie Pig. This prequel doesn't have the kind of surprises that the first two movies had, but there are interesting characters you want to get to know of, their survival skills, the work from Nyong'o and Quinn, and Sarnowski's transition to movie genres. This is another fun entry in the franchise, so check it out! Fresh off their success with Poor Things, we have another collaboration between Emma Stone, Willem Dafoe, and director Yorgos Lanthimos. It's called Kinds of Kindness, and it's an anthology film with three twisted stories that left me with mixed emotions, but in some interesting and wickedly entertaining aspects. The first story has Jesse Plemons as a young man being asked by his boss, Dafoe, to repeat a car crash, and here's how he forces him to live his life.
Skinny men are the most ridiculous thing there is. We've gone over this before. You must put on a few pounds. I told you that last time.
But I have.
You most certainly have not. You're even skinnier now. We'll have to take another look at your eating plan for the week.
The second story has Plemons playing a cop whose missing wife Stone comes back as a completely different person. Mamadou Athie and Margaret Qualley play their friends, who are also surprised by her strange behavior.
Should we all go upstairs to the bedroom?
We'd better be getting home soon. Liz, look, you must be tired, and I have to be up early. But everything was wonderful tonight, though.
I think you're right. I think we should leave it for some other time. Maybe next time.
I'll clean up the plates.
And the third story has Stone as a cult follower who believes Qualley is the woman who can resurrect people.
Do you mind if I just to see how it looks on you?
Okay. Ah! Ow. What the heck was that?
After my viewing of Kinds of Kindness, I needed some time to process my emotions on it. I felt like I was disillusioned by various aspects of the screenplay, but I also felt there were moments worth seeing again. I can still imagine some audience members having negative responses because after all, it is a twisted independent movie, but I like to look for originality in movies. Maybe I needed some time to open my eyes to where this movie wants to go, and I like Lanthimos. What can I say? Okay, next up is Horizon, an American Saga, the first chapter in an epic western on the pre- and post-Civil War, and the events that led to the expansion on the American West. Kevin Costner directs and stars as a horse trader who helps a young hooker played by Abby Lee and the kid she babysits escape from dangerous men.
You're not taking the full measure of this, Mary. I know the man I met was on his way to kill everyone in that house. He might as well have been walking up to get the mail for all it bothered him.
The big cast also includes Sienna Miller, Sam Worthington, Michael Rooker, and Jenna Malone, but so far in the franchise, which is supposed to be presented in 4 chapters with the second coming in August, the first part is overstuffed with characters and how the West was won and lost back then. So far you get some good performances from Costner, Lee, and Rooker, while others are underdeveloped and standard. You get some nice production designs of the old buildings and stables, as well as some beautifully filmed locations, but you don't have a story as glamorous as them, and yes, I did mean to use the word overstuffed. I wanted to like Horizon because of how Costner usually specializes in westerns, whether he just acts or also directs, but this first part didn't cut it. Our next movie is Daddio, which feels like a cab ride version of My Dinner with Andre, with Dakota Johnson as a young woman returning home from a trip and Sean Penn as her driver who is interested in her story. It's a long cab ride from JFK to her New York apartment with some traffic, so let's learn a little about them.
What's his name?
I'd rather not say.
You're afraid to say his name because the guy's married, or you're married, or someone's married.
He's married.
I know he's married. Don't drive a cab 20 years and not know people.
Writer-director Christy Hall addresses their stories with crisp dialogue and professional actors to elevate them. Johnson is able to have a personality and story that you want to know about, while Penn delivers with a tone and age, especially when underneath his tough guy appearance, he seems like a guy you want to be friends with. And seeing these two stars connect is less formulaic given their generations and more considerate of each other's lives. This is a movie about people, not cliches or how long it'll take for her to get home. And our last movie is A Family Affair, another movie this summer to have a romance between a mother and a celebrity after The Idea of You. A couple of differences, one being that this is released on Netflix, and the other is that the mother is a writer played by Nicole Kidman, and the star is a self-absorbed actor played by Zac Efron, and her daughter is his mistreated personal assistant played by Joey King. When the affair begins, the young lady becomes more negative than she was before.
I love being your mother more than anything in this world.
But I am starting to feel things that I never thought I would feel again. Not since your father.
What? No, you did not do me.
The chemistry between Efron and Kidman has commitment because they're two appealing actors who look great and can represent their inner charms, but the movie gets dragged down by King's negativity and behaviors. She's a fine actress, no doubt, but her character is too overwhelming for my taste, and even if she has her reasons regarding her deceased father and how her boss is overbearing, she still is an aggravating example of the movie's cynicism. Recapping this week's new movies: thumbs up for A Quiet Place Day 1, thumbs up for Kinds of Kindness, thumbs down for Horizon and American Saga Chapter 1, thumbs up for Daddio, and thumbs down for A Family Affair. Well, those are the new movies I'm reviewing this week. I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies. For more amazing content, please like and subscribe to my channels, and please read my reviews at cjatthemovies.com and download the new HD Radio app.